that. Well, my hit is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
And, Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We got this. That's good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Coming to you, coming to you. Mike 3, Mike 3. Combo, combo, combo. It's our time, it's our time, guys. It's our time.
Alert, alert. Smooth. Hey, watch the leg.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Now call it no gain there on the first down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Five.
Mike 3.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Easy.
Watch twist. Out.
King.
Slam.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Grant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Wahoo! Under 10, 10.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Quarter. Like 5. No spacing. 50. Let's go. Black and good.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
Matt Breida on for the field goal, a 43-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
All
right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Kill. Motion.
Now Dalton. Dorsett making the catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First down, Dallas.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Run. He's telling you, tell him to run. Hey. 4 down. Hey, Mike 52. Let's go, defense. Here we go, can. It's up.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Dalton escaping the... And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Alpha. Gotta do better. QB, come on. Mike 7. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Middle. Show that bench release and go.
Here's Roethlisberger. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the...
These two. Take 2 of them. Take 2 of them. Take both of them. Double.
Check 4. No. Off. Check 31. Check 31.
Ben to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Dalton. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller's sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
To throw here, Dalton under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quan Alexander with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Hey, let's go. Regular.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
A 4th down gamble with Dalton. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
53 to Mike. 53.
Hey, orbit.
Check tight. Whip.
Take both of them. Double bump.
Switch. Check nickel.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Yeah. Let's go. Hey,
Look basic.
number 53. Mike 53. Ricky.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ed Oliver never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd.
Solid, 5 down.
Team, we got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Hey.
Check. Fresno.
Bell.
Like 23.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Dorsett on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They run for it with a giant. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Practice. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. I got one. Hey, 58 is a Mike.
Hey, high 7.
1st and 10 for Dalton. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Second and 10. Dalton once more. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Dalton. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
And the Cowboy first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. 58, boy, 58.
And Dalton to throw. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hands up, BAT!
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives him a little bit of room to complete it.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Situation, let's go.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Easy. 230.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check.
Alert. These two.
I got it. 7's a Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
I'm going to come back to you. 7's a Mike.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
These two.
Rush in.
You good?
Check.
Easy.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They go again with Cannon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Go. Slam.
368. 93, 52, 93, 44. There you go.
Dalton here from the gun. Open man is Michael Thomas. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a first down. Andy Dalton now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Passing, it's Dalton. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go. There you go, 368. Hey, Zoo.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hands up.
On first and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Dorsett's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Let's go, baby.
4 yards, the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Hey.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want
Right back to Sanders on first down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
keep playing hard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Let's go one more.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Dalton. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
A gain of 12.
Andy Dalton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Check, go back. We got motion. Back up.
Go. We're good.
Go 50 inch the mic. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
So Dalton now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Watch the twitch.
There you go, 368. 2 by 2. Move. Hey, exit.
58, boy. 58.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
He's checking.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Roethlisberger will throw into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. It's Sanders. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Dalton, 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. Back now here live in New Orleans. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
44. These 2. Bravo.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Hey, Delta.
Don't get nervous. Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. Let's go, D.
Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Show that bench release and go. 5.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Check. Crunch.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Quarter.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. Past the 20. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Go.
At the 6-yard
Kill.
line.
Keep these 2.
They run again with Breida. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll come out in the pistol. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
Mike 50.
Roethlisberger. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. He's at the 50, 30, The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The 39-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
58.
58's the money. 58's the
Hey, Alpha.
Not running. Dalton wants to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. It was Quincy Williams with a tight coverage there.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Dalton. And he locates Walker, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
You gonna see me in your night. Here we go, can. Move.
Here's Dalton. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach? Blitz coming, and down he goes. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Mike, 7.
These two.
Go, go, go.
Whirl.
7's a Mike. Mike 7.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
7's a Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. And the pressure gets to him again. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made.